Hello everybody, this is Willow. Now I'm doing a cat video for pregnancy. Now she is not pregnant, but I wanted to show you a few things about a not pregnant cat before I show you a very pregnant cat. Now obviously her head and her body are about the same. It's about the same width. She's very lean. And show your face, Willow. And let me show you her nipples, because this is a big key. As you can see, let me put the camera down. Her nipples are very hidden. They're not very pronounced at all. There's one right here. Now, if your cat has a nipple that looks like this, move your paw, just very small, chances are she's not pregnant. When they are about 2 weeks pregnant, they start to pink up a little bit, and it's very easy to tell. So let me get the other one second. Okay, here is Gabby, and she is pregnant. Now I'm going to show you her body first. So you can see with your cat that her head, sorry Gabby, her head is not as wide as her body anymore. You can see that she's starting to show a lot right here. And let me show you her nipples. I just want to be really careful with her. Okay. Because this is one of the main ways to tell if your cat's pregnant. See her nipple right there? It's very pronounced. Thank you, Gabby, for standing up. It's very pronounced, and she is much bigger. Now, I can feel a kitten right here. She will probably give birth by the end of March. Sorry, let me get her back up here. There we go. She will probably give birth by the end of March. I'm going to take her to the vet in just a couple weeks to get a pregnancy check done on her. But there are some very clear signs that your cat is pregnant. One is the nipples pinking up. Two is the head and the body. See, her body is wider than her head. She thinks she's going to eat, and she's not too happy right now that I'm not feeding her. Another thing is their appetite will increase. Cats need a lot of protein, a lot of meat. Do not just try to feed your cat people food through a pregnancy. It will not be good for the kittens. Healthy kittens start with a healthy cat, and it's always good to have her checked. Now this is going to be Gabby's 4th litter, and I only really breed her about once a year at this point. She's definitely my favorite cat in the house. She's been with me the longest, and she's a great little mom. You will also notice her wanting to sleep more. She will also want to eat more. She'll want to hide. And a few weeks before she's ready to give birth, she'll want to go find a secluded place. We have a very nice birthing box for her, and I'm going to get that all set up. I'm going to show you what I use for that, because so many people have questions, and one of the main ways to tell is by the nipples. If they're small and not pronounced, there's a good chance the kitten or the cat isn't pregnant. If her appetite picks up and her water intake picks up, you need to make sure she's using the litter box the way she should be. Get back here. You can pull from the scruff of their neck. It's just fine. It doesn't hurt them at all. Get over here and sit down. Sit down. I'll feed you in a minute. She eats a ton. She really does. And you don't want to make too much of a deal of overfeeding her, because remember, it's easier to push the kittens out being just a little bit smaller than to have huge kittens. And I breed Persians, so the head, now she is a doll-faced Persian, by the way. See her face? Romeo is all smashed in the face. And Persians have bigger heads. So you have to be careful during the birth of Persian cats, because they can get stuck and cause an emergency situation. Everyone asks me how much I make, how much, I sell kittens for, and I'll just be very honest. I sell the kittens from $300 to $500 a piece. They are papered. They're registered, is what I meant to say. And I really don't know if I make any money. And the truth of the matter is this is a very expensive habit or hobby. I have 3 cats. Let me get in front of the camera. I'll be right back. Hello, we are on to part 2 of the questions about the kitty cats. So here's Gabby. She's right here with me. She is huge. You can't really see her, but she's big. I get a ton of questions about the cats, and I figured I'd just incorporate them right into this video and have the answers out there. So one of the main questions I get is how much I make, and that is such a hard question to answer because I would have to subtract what I spend, which I have no idea of what I spend on cat food, cat litter, cat toys, vet care, you name it, travel stuff. I don't know how much I spend on all that. And I sell the kittens usually between $300 to $500 a kitten. Different things go into that, such as if it's male or female, what the markings are, how the kitten is, what the kitten's like. I mean, there's all different things that go into price. The papers are included. So somewhere between $300 and $500. But you never know. I'm going to let her go. You never know how much you're going to make unless you figure out all those other expenses first. And I don't really do that. How can you tell if your cat is in heat? Well, you sure are not going to miss that. She's going to roll around and meow, and when you pet her, she's going to elevate her rear end in the air. You're going to know if your cat's in heat. It's very obvious. It's very obvious. They are extremely affectionate, and they'll love all over anything. The coffee table, the dog, you. They're just very affectionate. How do you know when they're pregnant? Again, if you look at the nipples, they will pink up in about 2 weeks after she does get pregnant. And so that's a really big tip. They eat more, obviously. They will start finding places to hide, like nesting places. What else? They will sleep more. You know, there's signs you can tell. You really can. And then, you know, as they start growing, cats only carry their kittens for like 2 months. So it doesn't take long to start noticing changes to their body. Their head usually lines straight up with their body. But on a pregnant cat, it'd be the head and then the body. So you can notice if you just kind of pay attention to your cat. Coping with hair. I don't cope with hair. You know, we vacuum a lot. We really want to give the cats their own room, but right now there's too many kids to give a cat their room. So we just cope. We just deal with it. We use those rolly things, those sticky things all the time. And those seem to work really, really well in helping us. My husband dresses up for work every day, so you would think he would have a big problem with it. But he doesn't. We don't, I mean, we live with it. We don't worry about it. Declaw or do not declaw. I do not declaw my cats. When I was in high school, my parents made me declaw my first cat, which, you know, it was their house, their furniture, and I just went along with it. But I don't do it no more. Number one, it's a lot more expensive than what it used to be when I was a teenager. I got all 4 paws done for like $250. Now it's like $250 for just the front paws. And when I brought my cat home, she bled a lot from her paws. You had to use like the newspaper in the litter box. She seemed to be in a lot of pain. It just really did not seem like the right decision. But you know, it was too late at that point. And then if they get outside, they can't protect themselves. So every cat that's an indoor cat has the potential to run out a door, or get out a window, or be let out on accident, or get off a harness. I mean, all kinds of things can happen, and they can't protect themselves if they do get out, and that's kind of scary. Birthing questions. Well, there's a bunch of birthing questions. I'm going to answer those in a different video, the one where I do the birthing box and supplies. How do I get a kitten from you? What you do is you can go to my website, which is kjaggers.com. You'll see at the top my cattery, and it's a link. And you just click on that. You'll find the application on that website. Fill it out. Send it to me. And we'll go from there. I do not just give kittens out to whoever brings me the money the fastest. It doesn't work that way. I did put an ad out the last 3 litters, and it was like a 2-week ad with a picture. It was pretty costly. I sold the kittens every time within 2 days. They go pretty fast. I want the kittens to go to the right home, and You know, like last time we had a big cat, which was the biggest of the litter, but he was scared of his own shadow. We kind of called him Ferdinand. We nicknamed him that. And it took a while to find the right house for him. I would not have put him in a house with kids and dogs, and no, it wouldn't have happened. We pick where the cats go. We want them to go to one of, the best homes possible. I love everybody that I sold a cat to. I usually don't have any type of problems. I had a paper mess up with the papers one time, and that's normal. It took forever to get fixed, but we got it fixed. And I had some crazy woman that I thought I interviewed properly. I didn't, and she didn't have permission to breed the cat. She hadn't paid the extra price to breed the cat to get me to sign off on that, and she was mad about it, and she harassed me for weeks, and finally, crazy bitch went away. And I regret, but I offered to buy the cat back in full from her. I really wish that could have happened because I didn't want to leave my cat with her. After that, I would have paid her in full and probably then some to have the cat back. But she went away. Hopefully the cat's doing well. Do I deliver? Yes. I delivered almost all of the kittens the last few times. It got pretty costly. And if I'm going to be delivering, I'm going to be charging gas. I mean, I can't help it, but I am going to be charging gas. I used to have people come here to my home, but I have children here, and I don't feel comfortable just letting strangers come up in my house. So from now on, we meet somewhere in my town, and there's no charge for that. Or if you want me to deliver, depending on where it's at, there is a delivery charge. It's reasonable, though. It's really just to cover the gas. When I sell the kittens, I send them home with a basket of goodies, usually a litter box, some toys, some food, and usually a spray bottle, because some people don't really understand how to discipline cats, and, whipping a cat like you would a dog, which you shouldn't do that to a dog either, but you don't discipline the same way. The water bottle is the best way to handle a cat. What kind of diet do my queens eat? And that comes from somebody who knows about cats because they said queens. That's what your not fixed female breeding cats are called. They eat a pretty wide diet. I feed them IMS, a science diet. I feed them a little bit of everything. Gabby likes fancy feasts. The medley's the best. I bought that fresh food that you could see in the grocery haul that I put up a couple days ago. She don't care for it. Not too many other cats do. I feed them fresh chicken that I cook. Last night, Gabby had a couple bites of a donut, which I know is not the perfect diet, but, she's pregnant and probably has cravings like the rest of us, so a little bit is not a big deal. Breeding cats is actually work. They are extremely messy around their food area and sometimes around their litter box area. There's a lot of hair. I don't do it for the money. I really don't. I do it as a hobby because I love the breed. I love kittens. I love cats, and I want them to go to the right home. My bangs are getting so long. I hate it over one eye. And they go over to houses. I send the cats to houses that I think they'll do well in. They're pieces of my heart. I love them very much. And I do support going and picking one up from a shelter. This line of work is just, like I said, a hobby. I don't make a living from it. I don't worry about paying bills from it. It's extra money. I might pay for a vacation or something, but I don't really do it for the money. I do it because I love the cats. I love breeding the cats, and it's a dream. If you are looking for a cat and can't afford what I'm charging or any other breeder charges, then a shelter is a really good idea. You can find some Persian rescue groups, and they will set you up with a cat after you follow their process. Everybody's process is different. And if you, you can always look in your papers. I'm sure, come spring, lots of kittens are born, and you can find them usually free. And this is really for people who want a purebred Persian cat. Some of them are flat-faced, and some of them are doll-faced. Romeo is completely flat-faced. The girls are mostly doll-faced, so you get a mixture. Gypsy is a flat-faced too, so when she has her first litter, there will be all flat-faced kittens, and I'm pretty sure those go the fastest because people love those the most. And that's about it. So in the coming days, I'll be working on getting a video of the birthing box open for you guys to see, and letting you know what supplies I use. You know, I'm not like this high-end breeder, but this is what works for me. It's worked for me for a couple years now, and if you're going to breed your cat, or she happens to become pregnant, it's nice to know how to take care of them, and I'm going to be showing you how to do that. So thanks for watching. Sorry I'm in a t-shirt and hairs in my eye. It's just one of those days, but I wanted to get it up and let you guys know how to care for your pregnant cats. Most of the time cats have their kittens due to light hours, and come spring usually a whole bunch of kittens are born. So the cats here are pregnant. I don't know for sure if Willow's pregnant, but Gabby is due anytime. I'm pretty sure if I have enough time, I'm going to take her in the next week or so to get her x-rayed, find out how many kittens to expect, but you never know. She could go into labor tonight. We're ready and prepared, and I think I'm going to make a video of the birth. I don't know if I'm going to upload it or not. That's something that some people want to see, some people don't want to see. I think I'll video it just for my personal records. I'll put it on a tripod, point the camera down, and do it that way. I'm not just going to be holding a camera on her the whole time. And that's if I get her, if I catch her. If she goes into labor in the middle of the night, I might not even know till the next morning. But she does have a birthing box. We have all the supplies needed in case we need to assist her in the delivery. Most of the time, you know, I know cats can have kittens without your assistance. But for me, Gabby seems more at ease when I'm there, and I help clean up the kittens most of the time, and she can focus on delivering the next one. So it's definitely a big deal. My entire family is very excited about the kittens, and I'll be videoing them many times in the coming months. So I hope you like the kitty cat series. We'll go back and talk about a lot more in the upcoming weeks. Talk to you guys real soon. Bye-bye. Oh, and let me know if you want to see the birthing video. Just leave me a comment. If it's something you want to see, I'll put it up. If the majority of you say no, I won't put it up. It's completely up to you. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.